Hey friends, if you are taking a cruise out of the port of Miami, we do recommend going there a day early and just hanging out in the city. It was lovely. We booked a hotel at Hyatt Regency, which was about 10-minute drive from the port of Miami. And the hotel was nice. It was spacious. The lobby was modern, but the rooms were dated. However, we booked it on points, so it was okay. It was free. We really enjoyed Miami the night before the cruise. We got to go on this awesome Ferris wheel, walk around the riverwalk, the beach, and it was nice to just get to see the city for the evening. We booked the Carnival Celebration with our parents and our kids, and to be honest, we're not sure if it was gonna be good for the multi-generational family because we heard it's a party boat, but it turned out to be fantastic, and both our parents, well, my parents, and the kids absolutely loved it, and we feel like there was something to do for everybody. This ship was built in 2022, and it is one of Carnival's biggest and most modern ships in their Excel class. It had 19 decks and about 6,500 passengers, which you could really see at the sail-away party. We were worried at first because the ship was at capacity, but the way the ship is built, it's very spread out, and the ship did not feel all that packed the rest of the trip. This is one of the unique bars on the ship, which did get packed in the evening, but was fine the rest of the day. We did not get all-inclusive package, so we did not hang out at bars too much. And this is in the Celebration Central, which is on deck 6, next to the entertainment area. And the area on the left is the Java Blue Cafe, which was like a coffee shop. And in front of that was the main entertainment center with chairs, and there were stores around, so kind of like the typical ship, mid-ship entertainment place. This is a piano bar, which I don't think we ever visited in the evening, but I did take a look throughout the day. We had a balcony room on deck 11, which was very nice and spacious. We really appreciated lots of storage space, probably the most we have ever seen on a cruise ship, and the whole layout was very good for families. It was clean daily, and we really had no complaints about the room. We spent a lot of time on the top deck of the cruise ships, playing the mini golf and taking advantage of the sports complex, which was nice and relaxing, and we never felt like it was overpacked and we had to wait too long for any of the activities. Our oldest son's favorite activity on the top deck was by far the ropes course. This was absolutely free, and it was big, it was elaborate, it was thrilling. He loved it. He went on it a few times. And pro tip, go when other people are on their excursions, especially when you come back a little bit earlier. The sports square area was so much fun. The kids loved the foosball table, and they really enjoyed the basketball court, which then can also turn into a pickleball court and soccer court and other sports activities type things. But it was fun, and we spent a lot of time in this area. They had a lot of sitting areas and loungers throughout the ship. However, they were not covered and exposed to the sun, so we tried to avoid those as much as we could. But we did like this area, which was at the end of the ship in the aft. On deck 16, 17 is where the seating area was, and we were close to the jacuzzis, the pool, with beautiful scenery. And this area is not as busy as the Lido deck in the middle of the ship. The seating area up above the pool had shade because it had umbrellas, and that was very important to us. On deck 17, midship, next to the teen clubs and the pools, was the arcade, which was very fun for our kids. They really enjoyed it, and it was a good place to cool down, especially when you are out in the sun most of the day. The games were fun, but it was, typical arcade place with typical games, nothing special, but kids enjoyed it. Here it is. Now, the famous roller coaster at sea, the Bolt, was $15 per person per ride, and the ride was going around twice. You have to wear closed-toe shoes and pants to ride this roller coaster and be at least 4'4" and no more than 6'5" inches in height, and no more than 450 pounds total to be able to ride it. Husband and son rode this roller coaster, and it was a lot of fun. Now the pools. The main pool is the Lido deck, which was very busy. It had that movie screen and lots of kids around it, so we did not spend a lot of time there, but we did spend quite a bit of time on deck 8 aft, deck 16 aft, and also deck 8 on the side had a bunch of jacuzzis, so we also hung out there because it had less people. The pool water temperature was very cold, but the jacuzzis were very nice and comfortable. The splash pad, or that waterworks area as they call it, was really fun and pretty big. It was on deck 18 and 19. Deck 18 had the main waterworks area, which had larger slides and was more for bigger kids. Deck 16 had smaller splash pad for younger kids, and deck 18 and 19 was more combined with like other activities. The water was cold again in here, but the kids didn't really care, and they had a lot of fun in the splash pad. This is the tides pool area, which is on deck 16 in the aft section, and that's the one where we used to hang out the most because it was less crowded, and it was also right next to the Big Chicken, which was really awesome and fun for lunch. The pool water was cold, but the kids still had fun hanging out here. And me and my dad really enjoyed the jacuzzis on each side of the pool, and we're just hanging out there looking at the beautiful scenery. And now the food. The main buffet, called the Lido Marketplace, is located on deck 16, midship and more towards the aft, and was one of the best buffets we have ever had on a cruise ship. The food was delicious, they did have great variety, and it changed food according to different theme nights. You know, when you have multi-generational family and everybody has different ideas of good meal, this gave us a lot of good options for everybody to choose from and yet have a meal together. So we really enjoyed it, and we spent a lot of time at the buffet for both lunch and dinner. Plus it was quick, so when you want to catch a show or when you have young kids that you need to put to bed, this was more convenient for families with kids. We also felt like there was always enough seats for everybody, and we never had to wait for a seat to open up or wait too long in a line. So for us it was very convenient. Another place that it's a must try is the Guy's Burger Joint on deck 17. This is the famous burger place, and it's located by the pools, and like honestly you should go at least once for lunch while you are soaking up the sun on the pool deck. The burgers were delicious. The wait is long, but it goes very quickly, and it was just like a great place to eat and hang out. This place is complimentary, which makes it even better. By the main Lido pool deck, there are also other food places such as a pizza place, dumplings place, a fries place, and like a Latina cuisine. But I believe you have to pay for those, so we didn't really eat there. But if you are interested, or maybe if you have an all-inclusive package, those would be included. But it was a nice touch, especially when you're hanging out by the pool. We really enjoyed dinners at the main dining area. The food was delicious. It was also great variety. The food was different every night. They had theme nights, and they even provided entertainment.
Touching you, ooh, sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. I'll let it fly.
And the magician, one of the star shows, even came to us at dinner and provided entertainment at dinner table.
You sure? Okay, Simon. I'm just asking Simon. Okay, Simon, let me do with Maria the kid. Otherwise, she's going to cry like a baby. I'll pick her. Okay, Maria, let's do this one.
The Carnival Celebration Cruise ship really had a lot of dining options, and even the restaurants you have to pay for dinner, you could try complimentary for lunch. And even with the limited menu, you could still see what they were like and if you wanted to have dinner there later on. We have been on 4 different cruise lines so far, and we have to say that the Carnival complimentary food options were the best. So kudos to Carnival for having a lot of the restaurants included and for allowing us to try different options. This is the Rudy's Sea Grill restaurant, which is not complimentary, and it is about $50 per multi-course per adult and about $15 per child. But it was worth it, and so it's worth a try if you would like one fancy dinner while you are on the cruise. Now moving on to the entertainment. This was pretty good. We liked different musical performances. There was a variety of classical music and more modern music. And the entertainment area did get packed, so get there early to get a seat.
I guess we know the score. Does anybody know what we are looking for? I am holding on to life. Won't look down, roll my eyes. Leave my glass full of silver.
We also really enjoyed this circus type show with different acrobats. They were very skilled and fun to watch. They also had a multicultural show on the last day of the trip, and this is a Chinese dragon and showing of Chinese culture. And the singers and bands at different bars were also awesome and very talented. We booked a 7-night East Caribbean itinerary, and our first stop was in Amber Cove, Dominican Republic. This area is near Puerto Plata, which is the first area where Christopher Columbus landed in 1492 and named the island Hispaniola. So it does have a great historical significance. This was the only place where we booked the excursion through the Carnival Cruise Line, and it was about 45 minutes drive on the bus from the cruise terminal. It was an all-inclusive place with private beach and all-inclusive dining with lunch and unlimited drinks. It had beautiful facilities. The beach was nice. It was windy and stormy the night before, so the waves were stronger. Usually, the waves are supposed to be a little bit calmer from what we read, but it wasn't the case when we were there. But needless to say, it was beautiful. We really liked it. The service was excellent. There was plenty of seats on the beach. I believe there are other cruise lines that go there as well, but the food was delicious and plentiful, and we felt very safe the whole time we were there. We would highly recommend this excursion. Our second stop was San Juan, Puerto Rico, and because the cruise terminal is right in the middle of San Juan, we decided not to book an excursion through the cruise line or ahead of time and just kind of see and explore the town. This turned out to be a good thing because it was raining all day and we were caught in a rain multiple times, but we were able to find shelter since it is kind of like a smaller city. There are museums and things to see in San Juan itself, and as I was saying, because the ship docks right in the city, everything is walking distance unless you want to go to a nice beach with a beach club. But because we already did that in Dominican Republic and we're planning on doing that in St. Thomas, we decided to just explore the town itself and see if we want to come back later on. There's a CVS across the street from the cruise terminal, and so if you do need anything such as sunscreen, or we also got some drinks since we did not get all-inclusive package, you can buy it at the CVS and bring it to your room on the ship. We were docked in Puerto Rico for a while and didn't leave until later on in the evening, so you do have plenty of time to explore if you want to. Our third stop was the main island of the U.S. Virgin Islands, which is St. Thomas. This was a beautiful island, and we have decided to book a wider tour for this excursion. We decided to book a private van for this excursion, which ended up being an excellent choice because the tour was very personalized. Our tour guide was very knowledgeable, he was very kind, he was easy to talk to, and he showed us some famous places and explained the history behind those places, but he also took us where we wanted to go, such as the beach. He also took us to lunch, which was included, and the price of the whole tour was about $700 for the 6 people, so the 4 adults and 2 children. The tour started at 8:30 in the morning and lasted 6 hours, which I thought was a good price for the amount of time you are spending on this island. Our tour guide also took us to this Lindbergh Bay, which was very nice and peaceful instead of Megan's Bay, which was a lot more crowded. We spent about 2 hours here. The most unique and best experience of this whole cruise ship was being able to see the bridge. This was truly the highlight of our trip, and we are forever grateful to the captain and the incredible staff of the Carnival cruise ship for allowing us to see how the ship operates. This truly encouraged our kids to learn more about physics and about engineering, which was very educational. Carnival Celebration is such a great ship for families. It really did not feel like a party boat to me, but it was fun for the multi-generational families.